this is Forges of Ravenshire. In Forges of Ravenshire, it's a dice placement game, resource management game where you are trying to fulfill contracts to become the most prestigious forger, blacksmith, that's the word, in all of Ravenshire. And we are playing, there's going to be a couple of different pieces of armor or weapons, armor, shields that are going to be cycling out that take different resources to fulfill these contracts, and as well as these specific title cards. Now, since we are playing 2 players, we have 4 different title cards that kind of dictate the strategy or how to get extra points throughout the game. So for this gameplay, I'm not going to necessarily do a lot of the rules. I can point you to a video for that rules. If you're looking on YouTube after the fact, that will be in the description. I will find one that has a good rules explanation. Also, the link to everything for Forges of Ravenshire is also going to be down in the description, so please go check that out. It's a really cool game. I highly recommend checking it out. So the 4 different titles that we are playing with today, we have exceptional. So if we can complete 3 of these level 2 contracts, then we score that title. We get exceptional. We score 10 victory points, which is the same as money in this game. Money can be used in game for different things like hiring guilds, or it can be counted as victory points at the end of the game. So we have exceptional here. We have weaponsmith. It means that if we can construct 5 different weapons, then we get that bonus of 10 points. Guildmaster, meaning if we have 9 different guilds on our board, we start with 3. We'll talk a little bit about the guilds here in a second. We get 10 victory points. And then brightsmith. So if we apply a mithril finish to our to any of our contracts, we make it a little bit shinier. We get, if we do 4 of those, then we get the brightsmith award and 10 victory points. So there are a lot of these in the box. These are just the ones that I randomly pulled out. I actually pulled out exceptional. I think I had a different one in there, but I pulled out exceptional just because I wanted to play with that one. And these are kind of what dictates the game, and the game is played out over 3 different rounds. We have the gather phase. We have the, oh my goodness, the forge phase, blacksmith phase. Why do I not remember this right now? Production phase, that's what it's called, production phase. And then we will fulfill contracts at the end of the each round. We only have 4 rounds, and so we are going to be going fairly quickly. With that in mind, we have, I'm playing the yellow clan, is the little rabbit and the raccoon, I think it is. And then you are playing, what kind of animal is that?
I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out.
Maybe Sam can help us with that.
Yeah, Sam can. I named him Roberto when I played. I've been this character. Normally I play red all the time, but seeing this dude with like the burnt side of his face, had to do it.
Nice. Now the different characters, that's the Pine Martin. Is that a weasel? Hey Kissing, how's it going? Yeah, so I actually have I have a bigger version. Here you go. You can see the big piece of artwork of what Roberto is playing, which is his player board. Okay, so related to the weasel family. Excellent. Okay. So now these individual colors or classes do not have any particular special ability. That is actually being dealt out. Instead of doing this randomly, is there anyone that you would like to play out of the Noble Patron, the Badger Apprentice, the Guild Advisor, or the Raven Broker?
Oh, I haven't even played with those yet. So,
you definitely should. These are cool.
Whichever you want me to play as is fine with me.
So I've played as everything except for the Badger Apprentice, so I'm gonna selfishly take that one for myself. How about that?
That's totally cool. Totally cool.
And then so the just to kind of give, so the Noble Patron allows you to get upgrades at the beginning of the game. Guild Advisor really kind of messes with your guilds over here. And then the Raven Broker allows you to have an additional die to, it allows you to gather additional resources as well as have more options available to you when you are gathering or running your forge.
I'll do the upgrades.
Okay, so the Noble Patron, you get a couple of upgrades. This is a great time to talk about upgrades in the game. So in the game, there are 4 different upgrades that you can create or that you can use, and using these action tokens. These action tokens are very critical to the gameplay and what you can do in the game. So the action tokens are all dictated here on this action card, which is probably going to be really hard to see on stream, but I'll just run through them. You can gain a contract with an action card. You can take all of these contracts in one of the rows, put them at the bottom of the deck, and draw 3 new ones, and then take one of the new ones. You can recruit a guild member by paying the cost and placing it in its associated guild. You can build an upgrade. Now, here's where the upgrades, and this is what Roberto gets for free. We have 4 upgrades in the game. We can unlock the 4th row of our guild, and so we can have 4 guild members in one column. We can flip over our resource conversion chart. So we have resource conversions. We can flip this over and get a little bit better value. We can upgrade our forges to make more charcoal, or we can upgrade our steel forge to make more steel. So really cool. I really like the Noble Patron. I played for it. The Badger Apprentice gives me an additional die. It's a nice little cool die. In this game, you are drafting and placing dice, and the dice that you take have major implications for what you can do the rest of the round. The Badger die gives me a 4th die that I roll at the start of the round, and it gives me this die that I can place and take an additional action during my production phase. So I think that's kind of everything that we have going. Did I miss anything that before I set up? There's a lot of resources. Basically, to vastly oversimplify the game, we are gathering resources to create or to fulfill contracts. And once we fulfill contracts, we get victory points and we get more stuff. We are limited to fulfilling just these for level 1 contracts until we increase on our. Oh my gosh, I'm running out of terminology all the time. Prestige track? Is it prestige? Reputation, yes, the reputation. Once we get to level 2 reputation, we can fulfill level 2 contracts. Once we get to level 4 reputation, we can take and fulfill level 3 contracts, as well as you get a little couple bonuses along the way, and at the end of the game you're going to score points based on the final position of the track. Okay, so I joined the stream, see some sweet art, a dice resources game, which I think is a really cool mechanic, a board which looks right up my alley, and immediately pull up the website to see how much it is to buy. Oh, there's a Kickstarter button. Oh, the Kickstarter hasn't even started yet. Sigh. Yeah, so Sam is the designer of the game, and we are getting there as quickly as possible, but it's going to be, yeah, I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited. Okay.
Can you please show me so the red, I have the magic sword, the green and the green chest piece, and then it looks like
the red, we have the magic sword, we have this sweet looking breastplate type thing.
Excellent.
And then we've got I think this is my favorite piece of art in the game. This magical axe thing that I'm still trying to figure out how you would hold it. I assume that those lights are a little ethereal, and you wouldn't necessarily be hampered in holding onto the shaft of the axe at that point. But whew, magic runes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's just dive into it. Let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Any questions or anything that you wanted to point out before we get started, Roberto?
Can you do you want to give us a random contract or just whatever? Because I don't have a starting contract. Yes, you pull 3 and choose 1.
Oh, well, how cool is that? You definitely do that. I totally missed that. That's hilarious. What else am I missing? Okay, yeah, so we'll take Roberto is correct. Okay, so your choices of starting contract, you've got 2 shields and a kind of like a chain shirt type situation.
Okay, I'll take the shield in the middle.
Awesome. The shield in the middle is Roberto's. I'm gonna set this off screen. Actually, that's not even off screen anymore. I'm gonna set this off screen over here. And I'm gonna draw 3, and I am going to take. Let's take this. Let's take this nice little. It looks like the non-magical version of our level 3 sword. So I'm gonna put my contract right there, and then we're gonna set all of these on the bottom of the deck. Well, that's really nice. That's great to have a starting direction. I like that. Okay, let's do it. So we'll roll all the dice.
Right.
I'm rolling these special badger dice that I can use at during the production phase, not during the gather phase. The first thing that we are going to be doing is rolling all of our dice. The dice number matters during the placement and gathering of resources, and the color matters when you are running your forge. And so, sorry, I got caught with something. So when I'm placing dice out, and another thing that I really appreciate about this game is that high rolls don't necessarily mean better stuff. There are action spaces that reward higher rolls. There are action spaces that reward lower rolls, and it's a very tactical decision at that point of where am I going to utilize my high rolls versus my low rolls, and then also what colors am I going to be pulling back into my hand. So that's something that I like. Who's first player? Who do we decide was going to be first player?
Whoever has the highest roll is first
Whoever has
player.
the highest roll is the first player. I assume my badger die does not count towards that. I rolled a 13.
Well, I rolled an 11.
Alrighty, perfect. I'll take first player.
After you.
After me. Okay, so I'm sitting here. I need some steel. We start with one of the basic one of every basic resource. And what I have found is it's really hard to get steel. Um, that's been the bane of what I've been trying to do. That and leather. Leather is also one that is tough for me to get. For some reason, just how the dice fall. And so with that being said, I'm looking up at these guilds. So I can use this action token before I place a die, after I place a die, or after I run a guild. I can take a die and run a guild. I can use an action token. And so what I like to do is I like to spend these action tokens before I take a die, so I can get that benefit while I'm running the guild during that first initial grab. And so with that, okay, let's go with a 1 over here in the guild spot. So whenever I place a 1, 2, or a 3, I get to take a guild, paying the associated cost, as well as a good. So there are goods and there are mystics in this game. Goods are here on the sheet. Mystics are in these awesome Mr. Meeple, Modern Meeple containers. Wow, I can't think of words today. I'm gonna hide those behind Roberto's sheet again. Okay, so I'm gonna place that there. I'm gonna spend 3 of my hard-earned money to go ahead and buy the green guild here in the middle. So this guild, whenever I run the green guild, I will now get a leather and a piece of wood. That goes over here in my green guild slot. It immediately gets filled in with a good. So this is the symbol for good. So whenever you run that guild, you would get a good, 1 goods. And whenever you buy the guild, this little gray symbol right here means that you get a good as soon as you buy it. So that's now available for purchase. But I don't have enough money to buy it. And now I'm going to take a dice. Now I want to probably take one of these dice that is green. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the dice in number 1. So that's going to give me, it's a number 3. That's going to give me 2 of this ore. And I place it here in my green guild. I can activate these guilds in whatever order I choose. So I'm going to go ahead and get a leather, a wood, and then one of my choice, which is probably going to be, let's go with steel. I need more steel for this sword. And then I will pass it to you. That's my first turn.
Excellent. I didn't grab dice that represent your roll. So if you will give me 2 seconds, I will be right back with those.
Yeah, okay.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm sorry about
No,
this.
no, you're
everyone.
fine. You're fine.
Hold on.
Yeah. I will also talk about while Roberto's going to find more dice. We get these 2 action cards at the beginning of the game. We can use 2 of our action tokens to get 3 money, again, in-game currency to buy guild members or after game victory points, or you can use 2 to move up on the reputation track. So I'm kind of, while Roberto's away, I'm gonna kind of think out loud, strategize out loud a little bit. I'm looking at trying to get this weaponsmith and maybe the exceptional. I always like getting the guild master, which is having 9 guilds, just because that feels kind of fun to do. Roberto's back, so he's going to be listening to all of my strategy at this point. Or
Continue, please. I want to know exactly what you're going to be doing in your game. So you put a yellow 1 in the guild hall.
I did, yes.
Excellent. Okay. I have my 6, 1, and 4 here. I too am going to use my action token, and I want to purchase I'm going to purchase that green for 3.
Okay.
The 3 good up here. And I'm going to take immediately. I will take I always run into the problem where I either have a lot of ore, a lot of steel. Like I have a lot of 3.
Yeah.
4 instead of 5, or 3 of a lot of 3 and not enough of 2. It just an interesting problem to have.
It's usually when I move this marker up to the 10 space, when I'm marking that I have more than 10 of one resource, is when I remember that I can trade 3 of any good for any 1 good. And that has come in clutch a couple of occasions. So
yeah, for sure. I am going to put out my purple 1.
Purple
I'm going
1?
to place that purple 1. I'm going to place it in the location with the leather.
Okay.
Or 2 leather.
Nice.
And a talisman.
Nice. Talismans are used to adjust dice value up or down 1. Since Roberto has the noble patron, he's upgraded. The talisman can adjust up or down 2 whenever he's manipulating a dice.
But 6s don't go to 1s, and 1s do not go to 6s.
Yep. However much I want that to happen.
I know, right? That'd be awesome. And I'm gonna take my the green 4 here.
Okay.
I'm gonna take 3 wood and run my guild, green guild. And I'm gonna take 2 random resources here. With your intro earlier of saying I'm gonna like overly simplify this game, all you're doing is putting and placing, but it's the small little details of what is it that you're actually looking to do. So I ended up doing charcoal and ore for me over here for my turn.
Nice. The Sam says that you guys keep wanting to add 1 or 6 or 6 to 1 in your game. it just make it so much easier. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now I've got a green and a purple. One of the things that I really have learned to appreciate about this get good. That's fair. That's fair. One of the things that I've come to really appreciate about this game is that if both people are going into, like, say, the green guild, both people are going to want to be taking green dice from the board, which is going to limit that supply, meaning that there is going to be a scarcity of green dice. And then I had a game a while ago with my wife where I was jockeying with her. I was like, okay, she has like this incredible purple guild, and I have all the purple dice because I'm hate drafting from her, and I am going to try and put these dice out there where into resources she doesn't want because I don't want her to take them. And so it's just there's just a lot of really cool decisions here. Okay, so that being said, I need some money. It'd be great to have some money, which I can get by running my purple guild. But
I have yet to use the purple guild effectively. The second game that I played, I ended up having to add purple guild members to the guild hall. Just so I wouldn't waste the purple, because we went all green and yellow. None of us really leaned hard into purple at all, so I had to make some use of it. So eventually you will be using, so there's some type of balance there as well to make sure you don't go hard into one particular color versus the other.
Yeah. I played a game yesterday where someone played a really effective purple guild strategy. They also had the noble patron, so they had this upgraded really soon, and they quickly filled up their purple guilds with all of the guilds where you could trade resources for money. And they sat there and they were able to generate about 4 money every single time they took a purple die, which is
Wow.
half a contract, a half a level 1
Yeah.
contract. And since they had they were just looking at trying to take the most resources when they were placing so that they could then turn all of that wood into money. And it came down to, it was a very tight game. He ended up coming in second by like not that many points, and had completed less contracts than everybody else. It was really cool. It was just a really cool way to watch and see someone play the game. But with that being said, I got a 6 here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my green 6. No, that's crazy. I'm gonna throw my purple 6 here in the steel space. So I'm gonna get 1 steel as well as an action token. I get to take a dice now, which is great. I want green dice. Roberto, put your green dice out there.
No, you put your green dice out there so I can take them.
That's fair. I'm gonna take this purple dice that you just placed out there. I get 2 leather, so I'm up to 4 leather, as well as a talisman. And I get to run my purple guild. I'm gonna take 1 money. So I have the option of taking a money or spending a money for a action token. I'm gonna take my another money to give me 2. And I will pass it back to you.
Okay, Sam, what is the average score in this game?
I've been scoring around
so
350 to 375.
Wait, what?
I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't even think there's enough money in the game for that. So I am playing this so inefficiently. How is that even possible?
No.
Tell me your ways. That just threw me for a loop. Okay, I had an idea,
Sorry.
now I don't. Let's do. Let's do. Yellow 6, the charcoal for 2 charcoal, and a ruby, or I'm sorry, an ember gem. I believe that's what it's called.
Yes.
And then I will take. Where are all the greens? How come you didn't put any greens out, Nelson?
Cause you didn't put one out for me, so I'm not gonna put one out for you. I feel like that's fair.
That's honestly fair. The other thing I'm curious in play testing, the only thing that's really, or there are 2 things that are upgraded with like the quote unquote free actions that you can do, or the transfers, which is the pip, the talisman for 2, and then the 3 mithrils, or the 3 mystics for 1, and the other side is 2 for 1. So I'm curious as to why they didn't do 2 for 1 resources actually. If that was a bit
question.
too powerful.
That would be really good. That'd be very, very strong.
Yeah, that would be strong.
Yeah.
Sorry, so I just placed a 6, and then I think I'll do. I want to buy it. Let's try it out. With my last money, I'm gonna.
We tried the 2 to 1. It was stupid good. That's fair. 3 to 1 is very powerful. That's what I unlocked that realization during my last play. 3 to 1 is very, very strong.
I'm gonna take the 3 in the guild hall area.
Okay.
And I'm gonna buy the wood and the mystic.
The oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna run my guild here. Let's see. I'm gonna take a money. Then I'm gonna use that money for a wood, and I will take a ember gem.
Nice.
That's me. All right, we have our green die left. What's gonna happen?
No one's placing it out there. That's what's gonna happen.
Yep.
Okay, so Okay, so I'm gonna place my 6 green out in the guild hall. I think that's a fairly safe space to put it because I don't know if you have any money left. Um, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spend 2 money to go ahead and grab the mithril. So when I'm running my yellow forge, I get a mithril now, and we're gonna
That's fancy.
right. We're gonna fill in with 2 ore. You guys are cutthroat at this game. I'm usually not. It's just who I'm playing against.
Knows me too well.
Basically, right? Oh, I want steel, but I don't want a purple dye. So let's go with 2 charcoal. I'm gonna take the green or the yellow 6. We're gonna go 2 charcoal. And a ember gem. Then I get to run my guild. I'm gonna take a talisman as well as a mithril. I will pass it back to you, my friend.
Okay, you took a talisman. Wait, what did you pull? I'm sorry. You grabbed
The
the
6 on the
Yep.
charcoal space.
Gotcha.
Don't listen to Nelson. He lied.
You
fair.
lying person, you. Oh boy. This is where decisions get tough. There's nothing out here for me to really take because you took. I want the green, but I'm not going to take the green because I don't have any money. That being said, and I have a 4, so 4 is so middle of the road on a lot of these areas. If it was just 1 less, I would be happy.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
but I wonder if I could, because I'm feeling wild.
I love that.
I'm feeling a bit wild. I'm gonna take.
You should embrace that.
I'm gonna do my 2 for 1. So I'm gonna do an ember gem and a talisman, and grab a dragon scale. Then I'm gonna use the dragon scale and a charcoal for a money and a resource.
Oh,
I'll give
okay.
myself this charcoal back. Now I can use my green 4 and I'll place it out. Need ore. Need something. Sam, help me. I'm gonna place my green 4 in the charcoal. So I'm gonna give myself 2 charcoal. And then I'm gonna grab, or I will take the green 6. I'm gonna spend 1 gold to take the purple guild here. And then activate my green for 2.
You're taking the purple guild, is what you said?
Yes, I'm taking the purple guild.
Great. I'm gonna refill with a talisman and a mystic when you buy it.
Beautiful. So I'm gonna give myself 2 resources at random. I completely forgot about my contract, so let's go. 1. Go 1.
I do
2.
like hearing that. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll see what happens. We'll get there. Okay. All right, and that's me.
Okay, so we have completed the gathering phase. Now we're going to go into the production phase where we take the dice that we have now drafted and assign them to the right side of our board. And so because I am running with the Badger Apprentice, I have this additional action that I can assign here. And so this is kind of all done simultaneously. The first round.
It's so broken. I can't believe you have that.
Okay, so what I will say is that when I initially saw this, I thought that the Badger was very, very powerful and maybe a little overpowered. After playing this is like I think my 4th game with like all of these kind of in rotation. They all seem very balanced. Like I thought that the Noble Patron just off the cusp to me seemed weaker than the other ones, but leaning into the Noble strategy of converting a lot of your resources, which it allows you to do very efficiently, worked really well. and it's just cool. It just kind of dictates your strategy, and I like that.
Yeah.
It's fun. Okay, so since we are doing this simultaneously, let's this first round at least talk through what we're doing so that we can kind of see what we're each of us is doing. We can kind of talk through the mechanics. Do you want to go first?
Sure. I think I can do that. I am going to absolutely fail at this whole conversion process. Let's do. I'm going to use my 4 in my steel production area here. Sam's probably like, shouldn't have done that to begin with to start
Also,
off, but
Sam,
that's
Roberto
fine.
has the noble patron.
Is Sam one?
Yeah. Okay, so this 4 is going to allow me to get. I'm going to get 3 steel and a mithril. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to 5 steel. I'm going to grab my mithril, which is now off to the side. I'm also going to convert. Let's do 1, 2, 1, 2
Good call.
together. Thank you. I need some resources to give myself another 2, so I'm at 7 steel now, and I think I want to complete this contract now. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I will use my 3 in the 3rd location at the top, which is going to give me a mystic, and I'm going to take a secondary mithril and 1 random resource here. I'm going to go 1 up on my leather. And at this point, I'll use this as my contract. So I'm going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll go down 5 wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm at 0 wood. I'll go down 4 for leather. And I'm also, so I get 9 money, 9 gold, and 1 action token. Let me
Nice.
give my money. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's off to the side. And I'm also going to use. I really enjoy this whole mechanic of whether you want money or you want to go up on reputation. I'm going to use 2 mithrils and 1 coal to move up on my reputation here. Now I'm at 1 reputation, and that gives me a random good. So that's that. And one of the things that it says you're able to use your action tokens during your whole process in the rulebook. Doing this. So I could use my action token, and this is what we've been doing. I could use my action token for a contract at this point in time, and if I had the resources, I could fulfill it, right?
Um.
And complete
So
it.
so just a clarification, you complete your contracts after the production phase. So you complete the production phase, and then we will all
Okay.
it a
Gotcha.
lot of the times I have found myself just kind of doing it all together, but technically you finish the production phase and then we go into the contract fulfillment stage or phase of the game, and then you get all your resources and stuff. Throw the Sam's
I
throwing the
thought,
flag.
what's Sam say? I'm so curious.
Yeah. Also, Sam pointed out that with your noble patron, you should unlock that 4th row of the guild of your guild. Yep.
Thank
Perfect.
you. Excellent. Okay, so you technically can fulfill these at any time, or you cannot.
No,
Fulfill
you
these at every
cannot.
time.
Contracts can be done at
Cannot.
any time in the
Okay.
production phase. Okay. I
Yes.
missed that. I missed that. Okay.
That's what I thought I had read. If you have the resources for it, you're able to just
Gotcha. Okay. I read this
complete it.
as a the next phase. Okay. Cool. That's awesome. Very cool.
And then I will use. I'm gonna use my 6 to. Should I run a guild? Should I poll the audience? I'll run my. I'm gonna grab 2 action tokens here, so I'm gonna use that for 2 action tokens. And before you snag it, I'm gonna use an action token, spend 2 money for the 2 coal.
The This guy.
The two charcoal. Yes. Nope, that's ore.
So I guess like that means. So how would the priority on that work? Since this is all done simultaneously, what if I wanted to spend my action token and take this?
This is true, and that was one of the questions that this is the most I feel take that piece of this game. Oh, I got to it before you did.
You just
So
said it before me.
yeah, that's how we had done it. But you're right. You're right. Who gets priority over what if you're just one type of resource behind and you're able to get it, but then like you're working for that one card or for whatever it is, and all of a sudden it's gone. You know.
Okay, so Sam says that there's a rule error in the book that we need to fix about action tokens. They can do anything an action token can do in the gathering phase, but can only be used for upgrades and overtime cards in the production phase. So you cannot take that guild this turn
Okay.
during the production.
Perfect.
Okay. That cool.
All right, so I'm gonna take my 2 money back, and I'm gonna retcon that whole situation.
No contracts or guilds during the production phase. Cool. Thank you, Sam.
No con. Oh, thank you, Sam.
Alrighty.
Okay, so I think that's my turn. That's me.
Excellent. So, since you were doing that, I was definitely not thinking about what I was doing because why would
Naturally,
I do that?
that's too easy.
Exactly. So what I will do is I'm going to take this 6. I'm going to run a guild. I'm going to run my green guild. I'm going to get a leather, a wood, and a good of my choice. Now I am almost. Yeah, we're just gonna take this steel. We're gonna take this steel. I'm going to take a. I need another mithril. That's what I need. I'm gonna use this over here. I'm gonna use my 3 down here on the steel production. I'm gonna make 2 steel using 2 ore and 2 charcoal. I also get a mithril for that, and I make 2 steel. So I'm up to 6 steel. And then we've got a 5 and a 1. It's always.
I heard a joke today that I need to tell you later, by the way,
Okay,
and maybe even right now, even right now, because it's pretty wholesome, and I was dying. But I'll wait for you to finish your turn. I don't want to interrupt your thought process here, even though I just did.
Nice, I love it. Actually, so I'm gonna use my toe, or my talisman, to take this down to a 4. I'm gonna use my forge dice there. I'm gonna use my 3 up here to move up on my on the reputation track. When I do that, I am going to take I feel like it's always charcoal. Let's go with charcoal. And then I have this 1 over here that let's get some more action tokens. Actually, you know what? No, I'm about to get some action tokens. Let's get some goods. We're gonna go with 2 steel. So now I'm gonna fulfill my contract. I got 4, so I'm gonna bump this down to 4. I was at 8. I'm gonna use my 3 wood that I have and my 3 leather. I'm also gonna apply a mithril finish. So I'm gonna spend 2 as well as 1 charcoal to get this nice mithril sword. So I'm gonna move up 1 here on the reputation track, unlocking the level 2 contracts for me, and I get 9 gold and a action token. You guys are doing great. Learning rules to a game that you have played different iterations can be tough. Yeah. It's
This is why we play together. We merge the rule set, and we get there at some point.
And I also appreciate the help. Okay, so that is my production phase. So we are moving on to end of round. Actually, so end of round, we're going to check, did you complete any of our title cards? Did you create 5 weapons, 3 level 2 contracts, do you have 9 guilds, or did you apply 4 mithril finishes to anything? I'd be very impressed.
No.
Okay,
I wish.
Cool. No, same. We're going to scrap the bottom 3. These guilds move down. We will fill back in. We got ore. Ooh, we got an Ember Gem. And That steel, I feel like, is the coveted green guild right there.
I'm so pumped. I'm going first.
Yep. So you are going first. Usually you get to roll the dice, but since I am controlling the dice here, I get to roll.
Yes.
So we take the 6 dice that are now in the center board. We will pull one of them out randomly and place them in each one of the associated slots. We got 1. So a green 2 goes in 1. A yellow 6 goes in 2. A purple 4 goes in 3. A purple 2 goes in 4. A yellow 1 goes in 5. And we've got a yellow 6 going into 6. I'm going to move our round. You have the first player token now.
Wait a second.
Yo.
Oh, okay. I thought we reset our die. So we don't reset our die? We don't get the original dice back?
No.
Oh, okay. What did I have? I was so curious. Oh, I
You had
played
2
this
greens
so
and a
wrong
purple.
then. Beautiful. Okay, Kate's off to the side, like, what is happening? Okay, so we have a green 2, a yellow 6. What's purple 4 and 3?
Yeah, so the numbers or the color is going to be green, yellow, purple, purple, yellow, yellow.
Okay.
And then it's going to be 2, 6, 4, 2, 1, 6.
2, 1, 6. So we squish all the rules together and someone's gonna be right.
Yeah. So yeah, Sam, whatever dice you take are the ones you roll for the next round, which is what I was alluding to earlier when I was hoarding some of the specific colored dice that my opponent was needing. So they weren't out there, so they couldn't start. So now we're gonna roll, and we're off.
Right, 4, 3, 1. This changes this game for me entirely. Okay,
It's great.
new
Good.
core rule unlocked.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go crazy and buy some stuff from the guild hall. So
And I love that for you.
An action token. I'm gonna spend 2 money, 2 golds. I'm gonna buy the steel. And what gets replaced?
I love this one. It's the mithril, and then also you get to move up on reputation when you buy it. We are now level 2, says Sam. Let's go. It is expensive, but
it's absolutely worth it.
It's effectively a 2 cost, right? Because you move up 1, you score 2 points at the end of the game. Now the opportunity cost, that's where it gets interesting.
That being said, I'm gonna buy it.
I love it.
So I'll spend a 5 and get 1 back. I'll move up 1 up on my reputation, and now I'm able to purchase level 2 contracts.
Nice.
What fills in there? It's a purple.
Good to a money.
Good to a money. Beautiful. I think I'm gonna hold on to my last this action token here. This is wild. I can't believe I misunderstood that. Okay, I'm gonna put a purple 1 in the 3 wood and a dragon scale.
Nice.
And now I will take I'm gonna take the green. I'm gonna take the green 2.
You would.
And I'm going to run my. Oh, sorry. Green 2 gives me a mithril and 2 ore with 2 more randos. So I'm just gonna take a charcoal and a leather and 1 steel. Yes.
Nice.
And then I need a contract like we read about. So I'm going to use my last action token, and I'm going to take this contract right here. Not only going to take the contract, let's fulfill this contract because I'm pretty sure now that we know. Wait, this is what's there, right? This one right here.
Yes.
Perfect.
So
I'm going to fulfill it
completing
because
contracts can be completed anytime during the production phase. So
Okay.
not the gathering phase.
Not the gathering phase. Got it. Ooh, that makes me happy. I have more actions to do. Want to say that is my turn. And you pulled like the Jafar looking
Yeah, it's the Jafar's knife.
thing.
I love it.
Jafar knife.
Nice. Okay, so I'm going to take my. You only have green dice, so I know there's going to be a green dice out there for me to take at least the next turn. So I'm going to. Let's go ahead and take my yellow 5. I'm going to throw my yellow 5. Man. First off, I'm going to spend my action token. I'm going to take this mace. So the level 2 mace right here. So it's got a lot of stuff that I need to get. And it's going to fill in with the level 2 Jafar. Level 2 Jafar.
Excellent. Level 2 Jafar.
Okay. Now I have to figure out how many resources. And Sam, I have a question for you. There is no penalty for having unfinished contracts, correct? I didn't see any, or I guess Roberto, if you know as well, I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything in the rule set regarding
other than the opportunity cost of not using your action token elsewhere. Okay, cool. So that being said, it is time for me to place and take. Let's go ahead and that purple 1 sounds pretty interesting. Roberto, you took all the guilds I wanted.
Not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Not even sorry. Just not sorry at all.
And that's
These
fair.
are my guilds, son.
That's fair. I get it. Okay. Let's do an action token. Just a moral guilt that a poor adventurer won't be equipped to fight monsters. Yeah, I can live with that. We're gonna spend 2. We are going to take the top green ore guild, and then we are gonna fill it in with a wood guild. Or maybe Nelson is the monster. Exactly. It's a whole system I have set up. I take these contracts expecting to never fulfill them, and then it's a whole system.
The town hates you, man.
It is. It's pretty great. I love it. And now I am going to place my green. Yeah, I haven't placed a dice yet. I'm going to place my green 5. No, I'm going to place my yellow 5 because I don't want you to have green dice. I'm going to get a steal and an action token.
Interesting.
Then I'm going to use this action token. No, not yet. I was thinking about upgrading my 4th level and taking a green, but I think we're good. So I'm going to take your purple 1 that you just placed out there. It's going to give me money, and more importantly, 3 wood and a dragon scale.
Ooh.
Take contracts. Adventurers go to fight you. Their equipment fails. Bring in the need for more adventurers. Rinse profit. Exactly. Yes. I love it. Alrighty.
making faulty weapons.
Exactly.
Oh,
alrighty, Roberto. Your turn.
Okay. What do you call a dog that does magic?
I don't know. What do you call a dog that does magic?
A labracadabrador. So it's so dumb. I love it.
I've heard some bad puns in my life, and I think you just won.
Nice. I'm gonna use my green 4. I'm gonna place it in the guild hall. You're welcome. I'm gonna spend 1 money, and I'm gonna take the talisman with the random resource.
Nice.
And my random is gonna be a. Let's go with a dragon scale. What replace that?
1 money to a
Money
wood and
for-
a mystic.
Perfect. To wood and mystic. And okay, what do you have off to the side for me on my board? Out of curiosity.
I am not keeping track of your board whatsoever.
Perfect, because I have both wood and mystics on my board. I thought
Okay.
that's what was in the original setup.
Yes,
you're here.
yes. I'm sorry. You have a wood and a mystic and an ore and a mystic.
Gotcha. I'll change that out. Thank you. And then my second one, I'm gonna pull the 6 or the 6 in the guild hall for a. So let's do a mithril. And I'm gonna purchase a ruby for 2, or an ember gem, I'm sorry, for 2.
The top or the bottom?
Bottom left.
Cycle in the green.
And I'm gonna run my the little engine that could, if you would.
The little engine that could. Nice.
I'm gonna grab a talisman. I'm gonna take a mithril. I'm gonna take another talisman, and I'm gonna take an ember gem.
Yes, Sam, I want to hear your children's number 1 joke. Absolutely, I do. Okay. Is it me now?
It's you.
Excellent. So I need a lot of. Why did the chicken cross the road? I'm curious. Why did the chicken cross the road? I'm gonna place my 3 out here on the leather. It's gonna bump me up to 4 leather. We're going to use my action token here to unlock level 4 of my guild. To be flat like a pancake.
That's awesome.
Love that. And I am going to take. I'm going to take this 4. When I take the 4, I'm going to spend 2. To grab the 2 wood.
You got it.
We're going to fill in with a leather. Their sense of humor is suspect. And then we're going to run. So I'm going to get 3 wood. I'm going to get 2 ore. I'm going to get 1 leather. And a good of my choice. We're going to go with a steel. And also I need a mystic because I just took the mystic over there. We are going to go with a mithril. Here you go.
And now you get all the green dye.
Yeah, right?
That's highly upsetting. I'm going to.
And how the pendulum swings.
I don't like that at all. I'm gonna use my green 3. I'm gonna place it in the charcoal.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
I'm actually gonna use a talisman to make it into a 5, so I can get an ember gem.
Nice. Perfect.
And that's how that goes.
I like it.
We got this. 2 charcoal. And then I'm gonna pull the 5, the yellow 5 to get 1 steel and 1 action token.
Nice.
And I'm gonna run my 5 guild here. So I'm gonna do a dragon scale, a mithril, a talisman, and an ember gem.
Nice.
I am in the money, if you will. I'm gonna use my action token to take. I'm gonna take a good. I think I'm gonna take Just want to be sure. This is the contract, correct?
Yep.
6 steel, 3. Okay, so I'm gonna take that.
And it gets filled in by this guy.
That is. Oh, that's Shap. What a Shap picture you got going on there. Okay. And I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. I have all these gems, and I'm gonna get a crap ton of resources. The next turn, I have all this dragon scale. I'm gonna get a lot of money.
Nice.
Look at this. Look at this. I've got mithril for days.
How exciting.
I'm excited.
You got a lot of guilds over there. I don't like that.
You can always catch up.
I cannot. You're going to beat me there. Okay, so I'm looking at we are going to go with a one money to 2 goods is pretty sweet. I do like that. There's no way I can get 2 guilds this turn, which unfortunate because I don't have an action token. Probably should have used my action token. I should have taken another guild instead of unlocking that last spot so that we could both score the guild master, but looks like you are going to beat me there.
Well, I only have 2. If I do these, it'll be 3 contracts, not 4.
No, the guild master is having 9 guilds, and so you have 3.
Oh,
6,
9.
9,
I'm
10.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're good there.
Yes.
I'm trying to snoop around and see if there's any way I can get an action token. It does not look like it. Oh, you know what? There is.
Move up in reputation if you can.
No, I'm gonna grab a purple dice and run that purple guild. It gives me an action token. I'm gonna spend that action token. Nice. Okay, sweet. I love finding the path to this game because it's a swing of 20 or it's a swing of 10 points, and so it's pretty significant. So I'm okay stalling my plans for a little bit. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna get a guild member. We are going to go ahead and grab the. Let's go the purple. So we're gonna spend 2 to grab the purple that is 1 money for where did I put it? Oh, there, right there in front of me. 1 money for 2 goods. That's gonna fill in with a 1 money to a ore and a mystic. Now I'm going to take a purple die somewhere. We're going to take. We have to figure out how to get 9 resources, which we will figure out later. That's a later problem. We are going to go ahead and take. Nope, that's not the purple die. I'm going to take 2 off of the charcoal spot. We're going to get 2 charcoal. We are going to spend a money to get an action token. We're going to spend a money to get 2 goods, which is going to be steel. We're going to spend an action token to spend 2 money to grab. Ooh. This gets interesting. I've locked myself out of green spaces. Did I take the Ember Gem? I don't think so. I'm going to spend the 2 money. I'm going to spend 1 money. I'm sorry. Just 1 money to take the money to wood and mystic. Yeah. Guild. And
Is that from the dice pull?
That's from an action token.
Okay. Did you already run your guild?
I did. So I don't get that benefit now, unfortunately, but I'm at least going to score the 10 points with you. It's going to fill in with the dragon scale and 1 mystic whenever you buy it.
You got it.
Okay. So that is that. We are going on to production phase. Do you want to kind of do this on our own at this point?
Yeah, we can do that. It'll be a hodgepodge of words because I'm gonna say all of my things that I need to do out loud.
That's fair.
Um, and I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know what to do right now. I have only 3 placements, and I'm not sure how to optimize this entire thing. Maybe the designer could give us some insight. How should I place these on my board right now?
Let's be a mystic. 9, 3, 4, 2. 2. I need some dragon scale. Okay, so we are going to
I need a lot.
good question. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to
Wow, this 2-for-1 mystic situation I have going on is it feels wrong.
It feels
It
good.
feels broken.
It feels really, really good.
It
I like
feels so good.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Oh my goodness. I need another dragon scale. How am I gonna get another dragon scale? I can use one of my talismans to bump me up to a 3. That could work. I'm gonna run a guild.
Let's do this.
The opportunity cost of not running my green guild right now seems really, really high. We're gonna do it. We're just gonna run the green guild. 2.
Do it. Run
Leather.
the green guild.
3 of these guys.
I dare you to run the green
Do you
guild.
double dog dare me to run the green guild?
I triple dog dare you.
I'm gonna use a talisman. I'll bump this up to a 3.
Completing this contract.
There.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. And then 2 of these. And 1 of these. I'm gonna move 1 up on reputation, which gives me an action token.
Nice.
And the contract gives me an action token and $10 make you holla.
I like that. Okay, I'm gonna spend
I like you that for sure.
9, 3,
So then these 2 go in.
4, 2,
1.
2, 1,
2.
1, 2.
So then this
Action
will
token.
be 1, 2, 0 to 0. I'm gonna spend 2 more ember gems. And I get 5 money and 1 action token, and 1 more up on the reputation track.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna use. I need 5 money. I'll do that for 2 action tokens. Just got 1, 2, 3, and 2 more. I'm curious to know what the max action tokens Sam has seen in this game.
Nice. Okay, so give me a brief summary of what you did on your production phase.
I moved stuff over to my forge, and I forged some stuff.
I love that. That's great.
That's a TLDR.
TLDR. Nice.
I was able to use my 4 ember gems, which gave me 4 resources.
Nice.
I used a lot of that on leather. I placed a die to. I even pull down ore and charcoal. Not my problem right now. That was a past me problem. But I used a talisman to manipulate the die from a 5 to a 3, so I can get a mithril here. And I was able to complete 2 of these contracts and move 2 up on reputation with the
Nice.
amount of mythos that I had, and get 5 action tokens this turn.
Woo! Sam has seen some hoarders, so maybe you are one of those hoarders. I was able to generate some resources. I actually have a good bit of resources left over. I was able to complete my level 2 contract, getting me 19 money up. I did add a mithril finish, so I'm up 2 on that track. So as well, we are tied at space number 4.
Excellent.
And
Alright.
how many contracts have you done in mithril?
I have 3 contracts in mithril.
Alrighty. And at the end of the round, we're going to evaluate if we have. Sam says you're starting to become a hoarder. We're going to evaluate our titles, and so 9 for the guildmaster. We both score that.
I only have 7.
You count your
Or do
initial
these
3.
count?
You count your initial 3.
You do? Okay.
That's why I was rushing there at
Alright.
the end to try and get it.
So 10 money for there. Excellent.
Do you feel rich and powerful yet?
I'm going to be rich and powerful. I can't wait to overbuild some stuff.
Nice.
It's gonna be great. I have the
Nice.
money for it.
Perfect. Okay, so we will take all of our dice. We will take these dice. I'm going to move our round marker. I'm going to scrap the bottom 3 guilds. Move these top guilds down. We've got a mystic to a money, a straight money, and a yellow, which is a, whenever you buy it, you get a mystic, and it's a talisman. I'm going to go ahead and do the main board. We're going to take these randomly. In number 1, we have a yellow 2. In number 2, we have a green 1. Ooh, that's going to be coveted. In number 3, we have a yellow 1. In 4, we have a purple 5. In 5, we have a green 1. And in 6, we have a purple 6. Sam, we are thinking about doing our title for completing your entire guild board. That would be cool. That'd be cool. That's fun. And then we roll individually. I rolled all 6s.
Is that? No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
What?
2 purple 6s
Yeah, you
and a
did.
green 6. Excellent.
That's awesome.
Nice. Okay. Well, that happened. That's cool. And I am first player this turn.
You are first player, yes.
Cool. So I have to figure out what to do with 6s. I'm going to spend a action.
Do you have any
token.
talisman?
No, I don't. I'm going to spend an action.
Spin them die up or down.
Can't loop. I'm going to take Jafar's level 2 sword.
Can you imagine if you could loop though?
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be awesome.
Pretty sweet. I'm going to take Jafar's level 2 sword.
What came out? The
This. You guys.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. Sorry, I am thinking to myself what I want to do. I think I want to. Yeah.
I know what I want to do.
I'm going to spend another action token to take Jafar's level 1 sword.
Oh, you.
And we replace it
Person.
with this guy.
That's a. Got it.
Okay. I'm going to place a. What does your purple guild look like? Your purple guild looks pretty good. Anyways, we're going to go with a 6 out here on our steel. So I'm going to grab a steel. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. No, that's not what I wanted at all.
The rule stated once you play it, you have to do it. So
That's fair. Harsh but fair. I understand. We'll go ahead and do it, actually, because I do need the steel eventually. So we're going to take the 1 steel. We're going to take the action token. I want to take this level 2 off of, or the number 2 off of 1. So I'm going to get 2 ore. a mithril.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna run my guild where I get a mithril and a talisman.
Run that guild.
And
Okay,
it
I see. I
be
think
your turn. Actually,
I'm
oh,
gonna
you
use
know
an
what?
action.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Before we do that, I'm gonna use an action. No, go for it. Go for it. Sorry, I lost my chance. I blew it.
I've got to use. You had one job.
I
You
had
had
one job. Play the game. That's all I needed to do.
I'm gonna use an action token. I'm gonna grab that sword that you
Okay.
just pulled out, and the next one is.
Next one is this little axe.
Okay. I'm gonna use an action token. And I'm gonna take that axe as well.
And the next one that comes out is this hammer.
All right. I'm gonna use an action token and take that hammer.
Oh, jeez. He's a madman. We got this shield.
I'm gonna try to get something done. I don't want that shield. Which shield is it?
It is the green and brown shield.
Perfect. I have 2 more action tokens left. I'm just going to hold tight onto them right now. And I'm going to do a green. I'm gonna use my talisman to make my green 5 into a 3
Okay.
because I can. I'm gonna place it in the leather. I'm gonna get 2 leather, and then I'm going to take the yellow 1 for 2 more leather and a talisman.
Nice.
All right, and now I'm gonna run this guild.
Run that guild.
I'm gonna do 2. Run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. I'm gonna do. So we have 2 more talismans, 1 ember gem, and a mithril.
Nice. Nice. Are you good?
I'm perfect. Yes.
I am glad to hear that.
Thank you.
I need a lot of steel. Team, I need a lot of steel.
I do need.
Which I have figured out a way to get some steel. I'm going to place a green dice, a green 6, they're all 6s. I'm going to place a green 6 out into the guild hall. I am going to spend one to take the purple. That is a 1 to an ore and a mystic.
You got it.
We're going to fill in with a good to a money. We are going to take the 5 off of the charcoal. I'm going to get 2 charcoals and an embergem. 2 charcoal. I'm going to run the guild. So we're going to take a money. 1 money is going to turn into 2 steel. 1 money is going to turn into a wood and a mystic, which is going to be a mithril. And then we got 1 money that's going to be turning into an ore and a mithril. Go. Go for it.
It's my turn. Ah.
No pressure.
I had an idea. I had ideas, and now I no longer have ideas. I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my 4, and I'm gonna put it in the 3. So I'm gonna do a yellow 4 in the leather area for 2 leather.
Okay.
'Cause
Red,
your
yellow,
boy needs
leather.
Red, yellow, leather.
Close.
I need a lot of resources. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm looking at what you're
This
trying to complete. I'm like, you got a lot of stuff to do over there, my friend.
You know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes you crank that soldier boy, and sometimes the soldier boy cranks you.
Sometimes you tell them. Okay, I'm gonna pull a purple 6 from the guild hall. Here's a 5 for 3 and change, because I'm gonna take that $1, the 1 gold.
The purple guild for the 1 money.
Purple
This-
guild, 1 money.
Okay.
Yep.
And we got a
Did
leather.
the thing. Oh, I wanted that so bad. So badly, I wanted that. Let's run my guild. I'm gonna spend money for an action token. I'm gonna spend 1 more money for a wood and an ember gem. And the money that I receive, I'm gonna spend it in the other one for another ember gem and an ore.
Nice.
That's economy.
Love that. Let's go.
That's economy, baby.
Alrighty.
Let's get dangerous.
Let's get dangerous. Let's get
Darkwing Duck.
physical. Let's get physical. Team, I need a lot of resources. This is something. Ooh.
That's what I found about this game, man. It's just like one. I always need 1 resource.
Yep. 100%. Totally. Those green
I feel like this
resources.
is easier now that I have the die that I originally started with, because I was resetting the board with orange, green, and purple every single time.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I wasn't starting the board at the start of the game. I was doing what you were doing in between rounds. So now I have more options, and this is fun.
Nice. I need more. You know what? We're good. We're gonna put a purple 6 in space 4. That's gonna give me 2 embers, as well as an ember gem. And we are going to then take.
You're gonna run the machine.
Yes. What are we gonna take? Yeah, we're gonna take the green 3 from up next to that yellow 4 in the leather space. We're gonna get a 2 leather. And then we're going to run our machine. Got 1 leather, 3 wood, 2 ore, and a good of my choice, which is going to be 7, 11 steel. Go for it.
All right, I'm going to use an action token to discard the 3 common contracts.
Okay.
And please put 3 out.
So the first one that we've got is this really cool looking shield.
Okay.
Next up, we've got the breastplate of righteousness. And we've got the really cool tower shield looking deal.
That's unfortunate.
Okay. You searching for some weapons?
I am searching for some weapons. And I have to take one, so I'm gonna take the breastplate.
Okay.
That one's the 8 it's 8 silver or 8 steel, 3
leather, yeah. And we got
leather.
this
Okay.
like this breastplate mixed with the chain shirt type looking deal.
Okay. I'm gonna use another action token to discard those 3.
Alrighty. We've got this guy.
Okay.
We've got chain shirt.
Oh, come on, pile. What is this shuffling job, Nelson?
I don't know if there are any more weapons in there because I think we've seen this one before. I don't know though. There could be. So just a tip, there are 7 of each type in the common contract deck. Alrighty. Okay.
Yeah, there should be 2 more. And
Okay.
I will take the I'm gonna take the board.
So which one?
The board. The shield.
The shield.
Yeah.
And the last one is a mace. There it is. That's what you need right there.
Okay. I'm gonna use the action token and take the mace.
Alrighty. Hey, and a sword. Look at that.
Son of a. Can I say that on stream? No, I'm not gonna say that on stream. They're kids, man. They're kids. Okay. Now onto my action. Let's do Let's do. I'm gonna use my 4 into the guild hall, and I'm gonna buy the 2 ember gem.
What
and I'm
color?
gonna overbuild my top one. It's a yellow ember gem, sorry.
Sweet.
That's for 2 money. Here's a 5. Gonna get 3 money back. Slides down. Curious to see what replaces it. With the 4, I'm gonna take an ember gem.
Okay, I did some bad things. I just threw all of I threw everything that you took / the discard over into one pile. So now we're gonna do some detective work.
I love it. Please hold.
Yeah, right. Okay, so you have 2 ember gems. You have a
Yes.
mithril,
Yes.
and a talisman.
Yes.
Then in your green, you have a steel and a good. Then you have in your purple a ore and a mystic, a wood and a mystic, and a 1 money. Alrighty, so these are yours. And now we're gonna
Perfect.
shuffle these.
We've made it.
We did it. We did it. And we got a leather. We got 2 leathers out there now.
2 leathers. Perfect. Now I'm really debating on either taking that 6 for the action token, but I don't want to run. I really don't want to run my purple.
Right?
Because I really want to run my yellow. That being said, I have money. I've got money. I can do money things. I can do money things, and I could use leather. But I want an action token for right now. So I'm going to take the 6, and I'm going to take the steel, and I'm going to take the action token. And I'm going to run my my purple guild here.
I was like, wait, hold on, I messed something up.
I'm going to do the 1-for-1 up here. I'm going to spend my money my gold that I would get down here. I'm going to use it for an action token.
Nice.
And then I'm going to spend 2 more action tokens. And doing so, I get an ore, a wood, and I'm going to take 2 ember gems.
Nice.
And then I'm going to use an action token to grab that sword from the common contract.
Oh, dang. He's going for it. Absolutely insane.
I'm a menace right now.
Yeah, you have so many resources if you're about to be doing that. That's insane. I love it. Awesome.
You know what I'd be doing. You know what I'd be doing, Nelson.
Oh, I do. Alrighty, let's do our our things. Go, Roberto. Go.
What's the new contract that you put out? The common contract?
This guy.
Awesome. Cool. 9. Let's do it all.
2, 4. 2.
I'm kind of scared right now. I don't know what to do.
Nice, nice.
I have too much power. Six sources there. So then the concentration is real right now, my friend.
Right?
Oh boy. This to run this, which will give me 1, token for more resources.
Combos are about to get hype. Yes, they are.
Yeah, this is going to be insane right now. It's going to be insane. And I may not even do any of the reputation because I feel like there isn't a need to do reputation,
Okay.
if you will. But we will find out. Right, so let's do.
I'm so pumped to see if you can do this. This is so intense. Roberto's trying to fulfill 5 weapon contracts this turn. Right?
I'm gonna try at least do 3.
Okay.
If I can do 3, I'll be a happy camper.
Okay. I was like, I don't understand how you can do 5. This is going to be intense. This is an interesting part of the game. It's like a mini puzzle. I have so much fun with this little mini puzzle, trying to find the path. And usually there is, if you're looking far enough into the future, there's a way to get to where you need to go. And the flexibility that the game has in the mechanics to allow you to, okay, I need this resource. There are XYZ ways to do it. Now, what's the most efficient way to do it? That's the optimization puzzle that I really appreciate. The other thing that I will say about this game that I have had a lot of fun with is that the rules are fairly simple. As in, like, it's not a long rule book, but the strategy and like what it takes to actually do all of the rules, that's where the complexity comes in. And it's not complication, it's complexity. And I think my favorite kind of embodiment of that is the dimensionalization of the color of the dice, where I've played a lot of dice placement games in my life, and this is one of the few, or first actually maybe, that the color of the dice comes in and adds an extra dimension to that decision making process, and it just opens up the game significantly. And it does hurt a little bit, in a good way, my head in a good way, but it's really cool. It's really, really cool. Sorry for talking while you're doing your thing.
Oh, no, it's all good. I fulfilled this one for 11 money.
Nice.
And an action token. So that immediately puts me in for Brightsmith right now.
Sick. Same.
Beautiful. Then I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. 2.
Yeah, I really enjoy it. So what was kind of funny is after the first play, I was like, this is a pretty loose game. And it was just, that was just wrong. And I just I was doing about 75% of what I should have been doing in the game. where it's like, okay, I should not have all these resources left over. That's on me. That's on me.
I think I'm going to be able to get 3 of these done. And I'm pretty pumped about that.
That's epic.
Because I'm going to do the 2-for-1, the 2-for-1 special, which
the 2-for-1
is honestly, it's been this yellow guild that I have going on here with the gems. This upgraded, this is such a cool situation here.
Yeah, I ran a 2 Ember Gem yellow guild one time, and the flexibility that gives you is pretty significant. Pretty significant.
I'm gonna go down to 0.
Also, it's so satisfying to have 0 across the board at the end. Like, yes.
Yes, but also you're kind of in danger.
For the next round?
For the next round.
Yep.
And you need to crawl out the giant hole you just made yourself. Okay. I am done.
Okay. Did you move up on the reputation at all?
Nope. I had to do 3 contracts without sacrificing my mithrils because I need them for Brightsmith.
So Brightsmith, I think, is 4 contracts with a mithril finish on it.
Is that what it is? I mean, okay. I thought I read that as 4 contracts. I guess you could say it's four contracts, mithril finish on top of a mithril and a coal.
Mm-hmm.
And do you spend those?
I think
the question.
that is the symbol for
You just-
4 mithril. But I'm looking for the contract right now.
If that's the case, I can just use my 2 mithril and go down a. Oh no, because I don't have the extra mithril anyway. So it would make sense for me to do that.
Yeah, and Burgeon and Dragon Scale engine can be really strong. Need 4 completed contracts with a mithril finish. Yeah. So,
Okay. On top of a mithril and a coal.
No. This is saying, like, this is the symbol here to just say that it's a mithril finish. You just need 4 contracts with a mithril finish.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So then I'm just gonna go down my 1 coal because I have it, and my 2 mithrils here. I'll make one of these.
And then you'll move up
finish.
to space
And I'll move
5.
up and get.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Yep. Cool.
Brightsmith is complete.
Which puts me in contention.
Nice. Okay. Final round. This game goes by quicker than I wanted to. We're gonna take these dice. I just scrap these.
When I go first, right? Yes.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Where's that? I needed that a long time ago. Make sure you
Which
get
one
them
is it?
gold and action tokens. Yeah, don't forget to get any gold and action tokens if you. Also, to narrate what I did a little bit, I upgraded my forge so I can make more steel. I was able to make steel and fulfill 2 contracts, a level 2 and a level 1 contract, both with a mithril finish, which also put me at the 4 mithril finish things.
Gotta get my
Titles.
and money
Titles.
from doing that. This is an incredible game. I don't know what it is about.
In space 1, we have
The
a yellow
this
5.
mechanic, but it's one of my favorites so far.
Nice. Got a green 1 in space 2. We got a purple 5 in space 3. We've got a yellow 2 in space 4. And we've got a 3 green in space 5. And then in space 6, it's also a 3 green.
Okay.
Roberto
that's not
got.
ideal.
Did you get your 10 gold for Brightsmith?
I did.
Sweet.
All right. So it is now my turn to do a thing, and there isn't anything out here that
Really screams.
is appealing to me at the moment. I just need.
Just curious, how much
How
gold do
to-
each of you have? I have 2, 4. I have 60 gold.
I'm almost. I can't math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 56 gold.
Nice. Hot.
Ooh, so
Contention.
it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight, man.
I didn't roll all 6s.
Oh yeah, I need to roll these. 6, 4. All right, that actually makes me a little happier.
I'm glad.
Only incrementally. I'm gonna use a 6 for a steal and an action token.
Purple?
Purple, yes, sorry. I have a lot of action tokens
Good.
right now.
Those are worth a victory point at the end of the game.
They are.
It's
And
looking
then
like
I
a close
will-
game so far. Ooh, hoo, hoo.
I'm gonna take. I wish I had a talisman.
Don't we all?
Like taking 1 coal seems so gross to me, but I really need it. It's either 1 coal or 1 charcoal, or 1 charcoal. I don't like that at all. But I'm gonna take the 5 charcoal, the 5 coal. I'm sorry, or 1 ore, and I'm gonna run my yellow guild for.
There.
Yes.
So there's a. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, the yellow. Okay.
In the top left, yeah,
Yep.
in the
Okay.
ore.
Cool. I'm following.
Because the charcoal's a 2, right?
Yes. I got him backwards in my head.
I'm gonna do two ember gems, a talisman, and a mithril.
Nice.
And that is, you know what? Just because I can, because I want to be a baller, I'm gonna use 2 action tokens. I'm gonna use my overtime card and move myself up 1 reputation onto the 6.
Nice. Nice.
That's me.
That is you. Excellent. Okay. Let's do a. Let's go a 6 on the charcoal space. So I'm 6,
6.
purple 6. So I'm gonna get 2
Your
charcoal.
your purple 6.
Yes, my purple 6. And then we are going to take a purple 6 to get a steel and an action token. We're going to spend an action token to clear out these level 2 contracts. And go with, we've got a this green accented
This green accident.
this sword right there.
Okay.
And this green breastplate right there.
You got it.
And I have to take one of these. I'm going to take this sword. That's going to fill in with a breastplate. Alrighty. Which you cannot see. So let me show you that one too. This guy.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, now I have to figure out how to get all of that good stuff. Let's go.
That good.
That good.
La escuela buenísima.
Exactly.
I don't ever say that. I just said that now.
I'm going to.
Kate just looked at me like I had 10 heads.
I'm going to spend 1 to grab a action token. I'm going to spend 1 money to get a wood and a mithril. That's done. I'm going to get an ore and get another mystic. I think what I'm going to do is grab a Ember Gem. And then we get 2 resources of my choosing. So we've got 3. We're pretty solid there. Let's go 2 leather. And that will be my 3rd to last turn.
I don't like the way that sounds. That means the game's almost over. I don't like that at all. I'm gonna do. Let's do. Need wood, but. I'm gonna do a purple 3 in the leather area for 2 leather.
Nice.
And I'm gonna use my talisman to move my talisman to go take this yellow 2 to make it a 4.
Alrighty.
And I'm gonna run my guild for 2, which is 2 coal, 2 charcoal, 2 ember gem, 1 talisman, 1 mithril.
Nice. I am thinking hard enough that it hurts my head. Let's use an action token. I'm going to take this guy.
Okay.
And it's going to fill in with this guy.
Okay.
Now, we have to place out there. Got 2. I need charcoal. I need a lot of charcoal. Charcoal
There's
sounds
only one way to get it.
I know. Steal it when you're not looking. No. I'm going to run a I'm going to throw my green 4 to grab 2 charcoal. Take that up to 5. Then we are going to grab this purple 6. I'm going to spend a money for a action token. I'm just going to spend a money for a wood and a ember gem. We're going to spend a money for a ore and a dragon scale.
Ooh.
Ooh. And then a money.
Ooh.
What do I call my 5s now? Got a money for
Why didn't you put out the yellow dye? How come you didn't put the orange dye out, Nelson?
Because you have a really good orange engine, and I don't want to fuel that.
I really
do.
I need the fuel, man. I need it.
And then I'm going to spend 1 to get 2 resources, which are going to be 4, 6, 8. I'm going to take 2 steel. Go for it.
Sam, I know there's some Easter eggs on the board. The yellow player has "Our Family Plays Games" on the back.
Oh, really?
Not sure. Did you notice that, Nelson? Yeah. If you look at the illustration on the back of the player board,
Okay.
it says OFPG, and I
Oh, cool.
believe the main board has a duck for Quackalope.
Yeah, that's right here.
But I'm not sure if there are any other Easter eggs popping through this board or not. I just wanted to see if there were any other that you may have noticed. Okay, so I am going to use an action token, and I'm going to purchase. I got to purchase something. Why would I do that? There's no reason for me to do that. I'm going to take my action token back.
Rewind.
Not doing that. Rewind. I'm going to put my yellow 4 in the wood section for 3 wood. And then I'm going to take the purple 6 from the charcoal for 2 charcoal and 1 ember gem.
I took the purple 6 last time.
Oh, you did? What's
Yeah.
there now? Nothing? Oh, okay.
There's a green 4 there.
Oh, that's the one you just took, right?
That is the one I just took, yeah.
Okay. That's what I get for not paying attention.
So if you look at the tannery location, there is a bunny at the altar. Okay, yep. As well as the bottom right fishing. Oh, yeah. Nice. That's great.
Cool. I will use... Man, this is horrible. What just happened? Okay, I can come back from this. I
hope not.
I'm gonna take the purple 3, and the
Tannery?
and the leather.
Yeah.
Yes. The tannery. And then I'm going to, that's 2 leather. I'm gonna run this whole situation. I'm actually going to take the money from the top and the money from the bottom here. I'm just gonna use both of those to pay for them. So I get one ore and 1 wood. And I'm going to take 2 ember gems.
Nice. So both of these are from Cult of the Deep. So that's great. That's another game.
Oh, nice.
Games, yeah. That's awesome.
That's his first
fun.
game.
That's the first game? Cool.
I believe that's his first game, yeah.
I have fond memories of playing that game with you all. Cape Cod. It was good.
That
was fun.
In Brewsta, where were we?
I have no idea.
somewhere on the arm.
Somewhere on the arm, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so my last action.
Yep. Last action. Which I just got a direct message from Sam. There's new rules that Nelson can't take his last action.
Oh, okay. Well, I think I still win. Oh no! Oh my gosh, I need so much leather. Oh goodness. Oh my gosh, I need so many resources. Why do I need all of the resources? Let's go a 3 up here to grab 2 leather. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah. No. I have my leather. No, I don't. Let's go 3 up here to grab 2 leather. It's going to take me to 4 leather. We are going to go ahead and grab the green 4 here off of the charcoal. It's going to put me up to 7 charcoal. We're going to run. We got a leather, 3 wood, 2 ore, and a good of my choosing, which will be a steel. Alrighty. Time to run that forge for the last time.
Let's run the forge.
Run that forge.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Or resources. Yes, I love resources so much. Resources is like my 3rd favorite thing. For real.
Good.
Let's do. Okay. Last round of the situation. What's going through your head right now?
What's going through my head is I want to apply 2 Immersion finishes to the 2 contracts I have. And I have a lot of wood, so I'm going to be trying to exploit this 3-for-1. And that's going to, hey, Massive Vault, how's it going? This is going to try, I'm going to try and get, or utilize the plethora of wood that I have and try and get it down to the, what's really killing me right now is I need 14 steel, and that's what I'm struggling to find. I need
that's a lot of steel.
Yeah, I'm sitting at 10, so I think I have it.
How many blades have you, or how many sword weapons have you?
I have done 4. I'm about to complete a 5th.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I've done 4. About to complete the 5th.
Perfect. I'm struggling right now with what to do because there is a lot of AP in this section. I'm so overwhelmed with this last turn here.
The last thing that's kind of also running through my head is this 4th action on the top row to drop a high number in for 4 victory points feels very powerful. Feels very, very powerful.
It does.
So, okay, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3.
Let's try this. Let's do this for 3. And that. Let's see where I'm at. This one. 3, 7. Okay. I do need to pull 1, 2, 1. so I can.
Also, the last thing that I'm remembering is that these overtime cards can be used at the end of the game. So
There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 13. So I'm gonna do 1, 2. 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then another 13.
two,
3.
action token. Move up one here to get an action token. And we got 18, 27, 31, 35.
All right, and that was just one of my actions that I just did.
Love it.
I still need more.
And I'm looking to convert because we can convert using the market rates at the end of the game. So I'm looking to try and convert to try and get as many of these dragon scales as I can. And the embers.
This 2. 2. This 4. 2. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Two for 1, and there's another one for. And 4 of these equals 2 rubies, which gives me exactly what I need.
Nice. That's so satisfying.
0, 0, 0. We get a regular thing. Action token. 12. It really is. 5. You have a great point. I have 1 die left. I'm at 0 resources, so I'm going to take my 5 and put it over here and just take 4 money.
It's a really good conversion. It's really good.
It really is. And then I'm going to use 2 action tokens to get 3 more money. I'm just going to put 2 in to get a 5 for my overtime card.
I like it. So to kind of articulate my turn, I was able to complete both of my contracts that I had with an Emergent finish. And
Excellent.
I was able to both target Weaponsmith and Exceptional.
Oh, wow.
So 5
That's
weapons.
going to put you as a winner.
Do you have your final score?
Winner, chicken dinner. So I have my 2 here. So with my reputation.
Did you move up on reputation?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I have. Wait, 2. So this is my I think 3rd time playing the game.
Okay.
Now that I think I've played it mostly correct. I've played it the correct way. I've done now better than my last 2 times playing. I ended at 132.
I ended at 133.
Oh, you son of a!
Did you get Weaponsmith as well?
No, wait. Wait a second. I have
Oh,
2
nice.
action tokens. I didn't count.
Nice. That's awesome.
134.
134. What an epic end.
Yes. Oh
Woo.
my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Did you get Weaponsmith?
This game is dope. I got Weaponsmith. I didn't get Exceptional.
That's awesome. How many contracts did you fill?
Good amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 contracts.
Nice. Yeah, I did 6.
you?
I did 6. So that was the delta right there. Oh my gosh, that's so tight. I love it. Two completely different strats. I love it when a plan comes together. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
This is insane. This was an insane game. Okay. That's wild. Where were you on Reputation again? Were you on?
I'm on space 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm on space 6.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sam, for making this game.
Yeah. So that was Forges of Ravenshire. I will, once we get it recorded, we're going to be doing, Nelson would have won on tiebreakers. What? Ooh, I remember looking up tiebreakers at one point.
No, I beat Nelson by 1 point.
Yes, but I would have won on tiebreakers, which is final scoring. You can trade in the action tokens at the gold. Whoever, in the case of a tie, the player with the highest reputation wins. Highest reputation. Nice. Yep. So if I had the upgraded Forge here, which is, if and whatever, right? I only had 2 mystics, and so that would have given me 1 more point.
Oh.
So it's so cool how tight it can be.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's Forges of Ravenshire. That is the live playthrough with Roberto. Roberto and I are going to be doing a preview talking about the game over on his channel. No, because this is going to be posted on YouTube tomorrow morning. But so when we do get that recorded, it may be in the next couple of days. So if the link is not in the YouTube description yet, it will be there soon. So you can go over there to find our final thoughts on it. Again, all the links to Forges is going to be in the YouTube description. Please go check it out. It's going to be a really cool game, and I'm very excited for the Kickstarter launch. Any last words on your end, Mr. Roberto?
Yes. Yes. I just right from when we played at PAX, I knew that there was going to be something special about this game, and I've been obsessing over this for the last couple of days since I've had it, just wanting to play it over and over and over again. And look forward to the review that we have coming out together.
Awesome. Well, thank you so very much for hanging out and watching. Thank you, Sam, for helping us with the rules as we went through the game. I appreciate it. I appreciate you all. Yeah. Hope you have a fantastic night, and we will see you all later. Peace.